Is it me, or does it seem that the DOJ and the FBI are raiding everybody in a way that we have never seen before?
Well, Chris, I would absolutely agree with you that this is relatively unprecedented for a police commissioner and so many in his inner circle to be under investigation. And you pointed out correctly that the second police commissioner in the last 3 years appointed by Mayor Adams just resigned. And that led us to where we are now with Commissioner Donlon. Now, Chris, if I can just take it down really quickly to the micro level, and you and I had spoken before, I know Tommy Donlon personally. I've worked with him in some of the most austere and inhospitable places across the globe on terrorism investigations. He's a man of probity and character. The questions here is, what was the search for? I don't have any inside information. I certainly read and hear things through channels and through open source. But I can tell you this, and trust me on this, I've written about it and I've spoke to many outlets about Tommy Donlon. I don't sense that this guy could even spell corruption and could be imbued with malfeasance or moral turpitude. This is a straight shooter, and I think that's why he was selected by Mayor Adams. Now, we got to wait till the dust settles. We know there's an investigation ongoing. We do know this. It has nothing to do with any of his actions at the NYPD, and I am reasonably confident he is cooperating fully with the feds on this investigation.
Okay, so then I still have, thank you very much for that, by the way, Jimmy. That is of special gift status to the audience because you actually know who we're talking about. So, and you're an amazing judge of character. You're a public servant 5 times over. So we respect your take. Stu, now it makes even less sense. Because if this guy's so stand-up, why would they treat him like this? And if he's such a stand-up guy, why would it have ever gotten to this point? Where it could have been a phone call from a guy with extended family. At worst, it could have been a subpoena. Why this way?
Well, Chris, you know, I think one of the things that we are hearing is this potential excuse that some 20 years ago he may have had access or possession of classified documents, and now all of a sudden the FBI wakes up and executes this search warrant. First of all, and my hat's off to Jim Gagliano, one of the most respected agents that I formerly recall in New York, and so kudos to him, having him as a guest, and I defer to him. But let me just tell you, and I think Jim would agree, a veteran of the NYO office, they would pick up the phone knowing that he's interviewing to become the next commissioner of the New York Police Department and give him a heads up and say, hey, Tom, we understand we have some information. You may have some documents you may have had for 20 years. Come back and bring them in. We don't want to upset and disrupt your potential doing. But with that being said, the soundbite that is being sent out, or the narrative, I don't believe, and why I don't believe it is, quite frankly, and I think Jim touched upon this, the only thing you get when the FBI comes knocking on your door in connection with a search warrant is the search warrant itself. It does not give you any insight into the affidavit of what the affiant says there is probable cause to believe that the fruits of criminal activity is in your house. It may give an addendum, a schedule of A through Z of what they're looking for, but it does not necessarily tell you what you may have done or what laws you may have violated. And so I don't necessarily agree or believe the excuse that this has to do with something 20 years ago. Also, the legalities of the statute of limitations, in my opinion, would have long since run. I do believe that the mayor's office has been compromised. There may have been some wiretap or some texting or some emails that the FBI intercepted in connection with the recruiting of this individual, and that is why the urgency of going out and executing this search warrant.
Well, that is certainly another layer of intrigue, but I got to tell you, it leaves us in the same place. We've never seen anything like this before, and again, it's a different standard. No one's above the law. But at the top levels, New York City has been frozen for months. Nobody can talk about anything with anybody now, and it's not because they're all mobsters. It's because once the feds are investigating you, everybody's paralyzed. So I hope they can justify it, because this is a period of acute examination of our institutions, and this is a big one. Hey, thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget, click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.